Hello everybody. I don't know if I've got you set up right so you can see what's going on. So I've got to get into my computer really quick. It's 9:42. I got home late. I was helping my friend unpack. And, oops. Let's see. I rushed home. I didn't leave there till almost 9:30. Well, 9:15, 9:20. Rushed home. And then decided to start this tonight. I'm not going to finish it. There's no way. But I thought I'd at least get started with it because I want to get it outside, get it out front. So what you're seeing is a portion of my hello. Let me start again. Hi, my name is Audra. I'm an independent designer with Couture. And I am doing 30 straight days of lives, no matter what. Don't mind me while I slip off my shoes. And it's 9:45. I'm a little late tonight, but that's because I've been helping a friend get unpacked and settled. And so what I'm just going to do tonight is put my letters on my sign here that's going to go on the front porch. I think that'll be enough for tonight. And then what I'll do is take it downstairs in the backyard and try not to get struck by lightning because there's a lot of it going on right now. And spray it with a sealer. And then tomorrow I'll finish embellishing it. It has been painted with crimson red Waverly chalk paint. And then I waxed it with some Ming wax that I have. And so the surface is ready to be chalked on. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. And I'm going to put the word America on here. So those are the letters that I need. So the plan, I have all this ribbon, all this gorgeous patriotic ribbon. I don't plan to use all of it, I'm sure, but I want to make a nice pretty bow to go on top. I don't know if you can see it all. I might be moving the camera as I'm working so you can see. So 1, 2, I don't know how many of these I'm going to use. Plus I have, you know, some gingham and other stuff in my craft room. So what I'll do tomorrow before I get started, or tonight before I go to bed, is make a final decision on what ribbon I want to use to make a big pretty bow to go on top. At the bottom, I'm going to wrap this around it. I just plan to put this at the bottom. You won't be able to see it if let me see if I can do this like this. Right around there. I'll hot glue it on or E6000 it on. And then put the star. Let's see. I'm moving you a little bit. I hope that doesn't make you... There. Oh yeah. You could have seen it already anyway. So that's the plan for down here. And I may do it like a little bit lower. Like right around there. Okay. And then I'll start with America right here. And okay, let me turn you a little bit back where you were. Close your eyes if you get dizzy. Okay, I'm not moving the camera anymore. It's safe to open your eyes. So it'll do the America across there. And then at the top the bow. So that's that. So these are all new transfers, so I will definitely need to make sure I write on them, and I will definitely need to make sure I fuzz. Now I'll leave this here right now until I put this on there, because I want to make sure I put it in the right place. And then I'll line the other ones up according to where this one is sitting. All right. And I will be working my way backwards. That will give this So when I pull this up, I'm going to have to take it and wash it really quick. And so I will be leaving the room one time to do that. But I have to wash it so it'll be ready for when I'm ready for the last A. All right. Actually, it's the first A, isn't it? The first A in the word, not the last. All right. So here is my A. Set that down there. I need to get a drink. Okay, A. Tonight I'm using the Brilliant White Chalk paste, and I'm using my old one. I'm not going to use the Creamy Dreamy because I'm trying to use up all of my old, and there is a lot in here. I'm hoping this will use a good portion of it. I'm ready to use my Creamy Dreamy, but I don't want to. I can't bring myself to waste the old formula, and it's still perfectly good condition. So I'm going to fuzz it a bit since it is brand new. I waxed the board, so the transfer should be fine, but I don't want it to be too sticky because I don't want it pulling up the paint, and I don't want it getting stretched out when I take it off of the surface after chalking. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to start America right about there. So I'm very particular about having it centered. So 2.5 inches. Not quite, a little bit over 2.5 inches. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? What? Oh, I did it. Okay, that was easy. So now I'm just going to work the air bubbles out of the screened area. All that red area right there, that's the screening for the letter. And I'm just basically going to manipulate this chalk paste over that screened area and push it through, and it will form the letter A on my porch board. So I need to make sure, ooh, I almost just made a big mess. See, this is the old formula. It gets like this, which is why they redid it. And now it's just wonderful. But really, this works too, I promise you. I might want to go ahead, and I'm using distilled water in my mister here. You do not want to put tap water in your paste ever. I accidentally got tap water in one. I don't know how. I opened it as I was packing to move, and it was moldy. So I had to throw it away. You don't ever want to put tap water in your paste. All right, this will work. I plan to do welcome on the other side, so I'm going to use this white again, because mostly because I want to get it used up. All right. So now, what I'm going to do is the grain of the board goes this way, so I'm going to paste this way. I have learned that it's better not to go against the grain of the board. You just get a smoother outcome. You get a better outcome with your project if you don't fight the grain of the board. So I got all the screened area covered. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So all the screened area is covered, and so now I'm just going to hold my squeegee straight up and down and remove the excess, just like that. And put it back in the jar. That's why it takes forever to use it up, because a lot of it gets put right back in. Okay. And then we pull it up. Whoa, there's my A. Okay, I apologize for this, but I have to go wash this really quickly so I can use it when I get to the top. Okay, I accidentally ordered 2 or 3 of the letters twice. 2 of them, 2 of the I's and 2 of the L's. I wish it had been 2 of the A's and 2 of the E's. I may get an extra one for projects like this because it just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so now to make sure I don't do anything to mess up what I've done here so far, I'm going to blow dry it really quick. So it's about to get really loud if you want to turn your volume down. So since I waxed it, it's still tacky. Since I waxed it, I need to be careful not to dry it too close with too much heat because the wax will start bubbling up and mess up the design. And I've got a little bit of wax, chalk paste right there, chalk paint right there. I'll touch that up with some crimson when I'm ready. Drying it a little bit more. I can see where some of it's still wet. It's kind of humid in here, so that may be part of the reason why it's taking so long. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm lying. Sorry. It's dry. Let's see. I want to go ahead and touch that up right there. It bled just a tiny bit. I must have had a little air pocket in there. So it bled just a tiny bit right there. And now it's all good. And dry it one more time. Now, time for the C. I can't believe it's already very hot in here. I had the AC going for a few hours while I was gone. But I had to turn it off before it went live because it's very loud. And it's already hot in here. Okay. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Ooh, that one stuck a lot. A lot more compared to the A. I'm going to really fuzz the bottom portion because that's going to be over the A. And I don't want to risk pulling up the chalk. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use the minty part. So now the C, that's the top of the A. I'm going to put the C right about there. Okay. I'm not going to push down right there. I'm just pushing down on the screened area, and what I want to do is make sure I'm centered. Almost 2 3/4. Almost 2 3/4. Oh, you know what? I want to check up here too. Okay. 2 for 2 so far. Go with the grain of the wood, so the chalk doesn't have to fight it to get in the grooves and stuff. Now I'm just removing the excess and putting it back in. I'm not using as much as I was hoping I would. I might have to do a lot of white projects for a while. Use this up. Okay, let's remove the C. And looky there. I like it, like it. All right, I'm gonna put the C. I'm just gonna pop it right there for now. Set it over there. Now I need to dry this, so it's going to get loud really for a minute. Let's see. All right, the C is ready. Next we have the letter I. This really doesn't take that long. I mean, the longest process was painting this and letting it dry and then waxing it. And now the easy part's being done. And I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure the area I plan to set it stays dry. So I'm still going to treat it. Just in case. All right. And now the eye. So that's the top right there, and I want to go up about that far. And then I want to measure almost 3 inches, a little over 3 inches. So I need to move just a tiny bit over this way. Three inches. 3 inches. Over 3 inches. 3 inches. No, it's not. It's 3 inches. I'm just cray-cray. All right. Work out the air bubbles. So again, tonight, all we're doing is the letters. So I can treat it before I embellish it. I'll seal it, excuse me, and then let it dry overnight, and tomorrow we'll embellish it. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Here's the eye. Set that right there for now. Oops. Put it over here. Dry the eye. It's going to get loud for a second. Okay, now it's time for the R. There we go. Trying to make sure we stay in the camera. I don't need to be in the camera, but I definitely want the board to be in the camera. Okay. And now, whoops, for the R. Let's try that. I think that looks a little crooked. There we go. Measure. 2.5. 2.5. 2 3/4. Okay. So I need to move it over. Okay. Time for the R. I have to stir up my paste a little bit. It's getting thick from sitting open. Once you expose, it's the old. I mean, the newer formula doesn't dry this fast. However, it's chalk paste, and once it's exposed to the air, it starts drying up. Okay, scraping out the excess. put it back in the jar. Okay, there's a little knot hole there, so that white bled into the hole, and then there's a little bit of bleeding there and a little bit there, and that can be fixed. As you saw earlier with the A, it's really not a major crisis at all. So R. So I'm going to dry this a little bit. Hi, Sandra T. How are you today, Sandra? I am working on my porch sign. This is the one that I was planning to do tomorrow and out in the craft room, because I thought it was too big to bring it in here, but it's too loud out there with the TV, and I didn't want to keep waiting and waiting, because I might have to go back and help my friend again tomorrow. So I'm starting it tonight, and I'm just laying out the letters, and then I'm going to seal it, and then let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow we'll embellish it. So I thought I'd do it in two parts, because I really want to get it out front. The front porch is bare. It needs a little something patriotic, you know? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. I got off work and came home and turned on the AC in here, and then went to my friend's house and unpacked for, I think, 3.5 hours. And there's still a lot to do. All right. And dry the paint I just put on there. So this board has been painted with crimson red, and then I waxed over the top of it before I started doing the transfers. And the other side I'm going to do welcome on the other side, but for now I'm doing America. And I almost started breaking out and singing, but I won't torture you that way. All right, so next step is the E. So Sandra, do you have a full-time side gig, or is your jewelry business your full-time? Are you a full-time entrepreneur? Okay. I'm afraid I might not be able to make this big enough. I'm trying to space them out a little bit more without being too obvious, because I don't think I spaced them out enough. Yes, you and me both. You and me both. So what else do you do? What is that position you hold, or what is the work you do that's interfering? that keeps you fed and clothed, but is interfering with your dreams. Let's see. Almost 1 3/4. Almost 1 3/4. Oh my goodness, I did it this time. Oh, wow. Wow. So, I'm assuming that means you write things. Are you allowed to say without killing us? I work a full-time job. I jokingly refer to myself as the office ass. I'm an office administrator. Full-time. It's a great little company. It really is. But I would rather be doing my own business. Oh, wow. So you got to know a lot to do that. Okay, holding squeegee straight up and down, scraping paste off, putting it back into the jar. Beautiful. Well, it's a little closer than I want it to be, but that's okay. So, my youngest is in college. Well, she's almost finished. It's about to get loud here. So she started off going after a biomedical engineering degree, but she's changed it to some sort of agricultural. I can never remember what she changed it to. So there's a lot of natural stuff happening with the wood here, and so the paste is running, bleeding into the little crevices. It's no big deal. I'm just touching it where I want to touch it up, and I'll leave it where I want to leave it. Thank you. I can't wait to see it outside. I've been wanting one for a long time. But the other house I lived in didn't really have anywhere in the front that I could put one. So I never made one for myself. Okay, let's do the M. Can we still see it? Yeah, we can still see. I could just turn the camera because I can't go further down on the table. You know, I'm sure it's nothing like what you've put together and done, but I wrote a manual once. long time ago about how to do my job that I was doing. I was working in a radio station, and we were living in California, and we decided to move to Oklahoma. And so I wrote a manual on how to do the job I was doing, and it was fun. I kind of enjoyed it, actually. I still have it. Quite honestly, I have it in my filing cabinet. I'm a little proud of it. I'm hoping it's not noticeable that I went further away from the E. Yeah, it'll be all right. Because the A is going to be here, and then I'll have all that space up there. I should have centered it better. I wish I had the tools to cut this down. I might take it to work. I might see if I can get somebody at work to cut it for me. All right. 2.5. Almost 2 3/4. So I'm not centered. Okay. 2 1/4. 2 3/4. That's cray-cray. Alright, so 2.5 and 2. Okay, that's better. And let's see. I'm not really great at eyeballing, so I like to measure to make sure. Okay, we are almost done for tonight. And I do have a very long top to the board. So maybe I might make a bow and then have some fireworks coming out of the top of it or something. To cover up the fact that it's so long and bare at the top. Or I'll ask around at work and see if there's a way to get it cut down. If I can fit it in my car. I should be able to fit it in my car. Alright, let's scrape off that excess. Okay, so I'm having lines showing up, and it's not that big of a deal if it doesn't bother you, but if you just leave the lines, it'll also show up when you pull the transfer up. So if you don't like having those extra lines, you might want to clear them up before you peel the transfer back. There's the M. So I need to mention again, I'm going to mention the club, this awesome club that we have. If you're not a member and you're interested in checking out the information, type club in the comments. Today's the last day to get A Beautiful Thing Is Never Perfect transfer with the hummingbird. And then July, starting tomorrow, it will be Life is a Bowl of Cherries, Make It Sweet. Okay, it's about to get loud. I can see the board. I can see the grain of the wood. It's like a pattern within the letters. I'm really liking it. Alright, so now I'm just going to touch up a couple little spots around the M, and then I'm going to do the A. And that will be it for tonight. Some of it kind of looks like a little shadowing, so I'm just going to leave that part of it. There we go. I'm going to dry it one more time. It's about to get loud. And now the A. So the A is not quite dry, so I need to dry it first before I can use it. So, let's see. Let's pull that down a little bit more. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my fuzzing cloth, I'm laying it on here, sticky side down, and I'm just going to see if I can do this over here. I don't know if you can see. Basically, I'm just drying it off like this. Don't stretch it too much. Oh. Trying to find a good spot where you can see what I got going on here. I'm just wanting to make sure that's all dry in there. If it's wet and you try to reuse it while it's still wet, the water will dilute the chalk paste down a little more and cause it to bleed. And you don't want that. Okay, I think I did it. I think it's dry enough. We'll find out if it isn't. Worst case, I can just paint over it and do it again. Not a worry at all. Okay, so there's the top of the M. I'll move it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I should have started a little higher. That's okay. And put that right there. Let's see. I feel like I'm hearing drips. I hope I'm not hearing drips. 2 lines before the half. Ooh. I'm almost there. I seriously feel like I'm hearing drips. All right. Look out all the air bubbles. And one last letter. Yep, this needs more water. I am laying it on thick. Okay, so here I was thinking I was going to use a lot of white chalk paste doing this project, but I didn't make much of a dent. I mean, it's a good thing. It shows you that this one container goes a long way. Okay, pull the A off. Love it. So, what did I do with my backing? Okay, I have to take these in the bathroom and wash them in a minute. But I'm going to show you where we're at so far. So I'm going to get my camera off the tripod, so it's going to get a little shaky. But hang tight. All right, here we go. Okay, slowly. See how long the top is? There it is. So the blue star, what did I do with the blue star? Oh yeah. So this will go here. And the blue star will go there. Okay. Then we'll have America. And then at the top, way up there, will be the bow. And as long as that is, look at this. I'm probably going to have to put firecrackers fireworks, you know, coming out of the bow. Or get a cut, we'll see. Thank you, Sandra. There's something else there. I need to put my glasses on so I can see what it says. I hope not too. Could just be my refrigerator. All right. That's it for tonight. I'm going to let this sit after I seal it. Go outside and try not to get struck by lightning. And then tomorrow we'll finish it up. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. It was so good to see you. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching the replay, please comment hashtag replay in the comments to let me know. And if you're watching on YouTube, please say hi or something. Oh, thank you for the hearts. And if you're interested in checking out the club, just let me know. Just type club and I'll send you the information. All right. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.